When I want to play some games, I stare at my Steam library, hoping for something new to pop out, or maybe explore the Steam store to find a hidden gem that I probably won't buy. I feel like I spend more time looking for a game than actually playing them. Games just feel like they take too much work to play. I could play Cyberpunk, but I have to get through a 5-hour intro to actually get into the game. I could play Elden Ring, but I don't hate myself as much today. Or I could play Monster Hunter World, but I have no idea how to even return to that game. I feel like I need to put in work in order to get myself just to enjoy a game. I was gonna say games were so much easier back then and that games were better, but let's be real, that's just not true. I loved Rust and DayZ at the time, and these were not simple games. They were super punishing. If you wanted to play these games optimally, you had to learn where the best loot was and how to stay alive. The only difference between today and back then is I didn't care about playing optimally. Today in Rust, I could get a 2x2 down faster than I can skin a deer. I can't skin a deer, but back then I didn't even know what a 2x2 was. I just lived in a shack that the game gave you and explored and learned as I went. My favorite game genre in my early PC gaming years were survival games because they were a journey and you learned as you played. There was so much discovery that made the game feel alive, where today I feel like I know too much about the game before I even play it. I never knew anything coming into these games, and even learning how to play DayZ on Arma 2 was a huge step for me because that shit was complicated as fuck. But regardless, I learned as I go and I enjoyed it. If I wanted to learn League or Deadlock again, I would either have to have a friend hold my hand as they tried to explain the game to me or watch a ton of YouTube videos to try to figure out what the hell is going on. Alright, let's say you want to learn Deadlock. It's Valve's new game that's in early development, and you've seen maybe some clips of it online, and maybe it looks a little fun. Let me break it down for you, Mark, in like 7 seconds. The premise of the game is to take down the floating head in the enemy space. To do this, you need to gather souls for enemies. You gather souls by killing minions, also shooting the lower that floats in the sky. Anybody who shoots first Okay, did you get that? Well, that's about 30% of the game. Deadlock is enjoyable, but the biggest issue I have is why does it have to be so damn complex? When I started first playing this game, I was so stressed because of everything that was going on in this game and everything you had to manage to play well. Maybe Deadlock's just too complicated for now. Let's move on to something else. Okay, hear me out. Elden Ring is a very hard yet rewarding game, but it complicates things for me in ways you might not expect. You kill enemies to upgrade your player and gear that you find. Easy peasy. One thing that I feel people underestimate is the size of the game. This map... Wait, let's zoom out a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more. Alright, switch sub-levels. Okay, where am I? Oh, I'm on the DLC map. This map is damn huge with so many hidden secrets and weapons. I love collecting loot, so I would love playing this game, except navigating this game makes me more frustrated than fighting Melania. Not because of the gameplay or the bosses, but the fear of going the wrong way or forgetting a key piece of loot. Alright, here's an example. Come across a fork in the road. You want to travel both paths, and you decide to take the left path for now and save the right path for later. Continue down the road and see another junction with this time 3 paths. You take the middle path and save the other 2 for later. Then you find a portal that takes you halfway across the map where you're introduced to an entirely new zone. While you have the choice to go anywhere, you also have the choice to miss everything. I don't want to miss out on possible weapons or spells, but I always forget where I was going, what way I want to go, this way, that way. I'm just so constantly afraid of missing something that I end up missing the entire point of the game. I'm not talking about completely dumbing down games, but maybe can we just, turn down the heat just a little bit? I miss the days where I can pick a game rather than settling on a game. I want to be able to sit down at my computer and play a fun game that doesn't take all my willpower and attention to play. I'm not looking to grind ranks on Valorant or yell obscenities at strangers in COD. I'm looking to chill with a fun game, but instead I just stare at my Steam library, intimidated by every game I see. There's a reason why I've been playing Dale and Dawson, which is a virtual office simulator, and that's because you talk to people and do random tasks if you feel like it. The game is stupid simple and I could do whatever I want while shooting the shit with random people online. I don't think games today are bad. In fact, I think they're better than they've ever been. Gaming now feels like it requires too much work. Instead of being an escape, it's now a trap that leaves me staring at my computer screen doing absolutely nothing. I don't want to spend hours figuring out complex mechanics or stressing over missing a key part of the game. Sometimes I just want to enjoy myself without feeling like I'm playing the game wrong. At the end of the day, I just want to sit down, unwind, and casually enjoy a game without staring at my Steam library, stressed out about what to play next. Thanks for watching. Good night. I'm just an old guy yelling at clouds now.